Hey guys, what's up? Let's do my nails. I just did a builder gel fill. I have a video pinned to the top of my profile if you guys want to see how I do that, but I'm going to grab my Olive and June peel base and I'm going to apply a layer of this to the nails and let it air dry. Once my peel base is dry, I'm going to pick out the colors that I want to use. This is the inspo pick that we're using, but I'm going to switch it up on my other hand. I'm going to apply all of my base colors, and I like to tuck my polish in, especially when I'm using these brighter colors, just so that it looks nice and clean. Once I'm done applying all of my base colors, I'm going to cure for 60 seconds and then I'll go in with a second layer just to build the color up. For my middle nail, I want to do a little gingham design, so I'm going to take some blue polish and some top coat and I'm just going to mix those together to get a nice sheer blue. Taking my liner brush, I'm going to create 3 vertical lines down the nail. I'm going to cure that before I go in with my horizontal lines, and I'm just going to go down the nail horizontally to create a little grid. I'm going to cure those horizontal lines, and then we're about to get very tedious and detailed. I'm going to grab this tiny little liner brush from Color Me Carol, and I'm going to take that dark blue, and I'm not going to shear it out because I want these to be a little bit darker. And as you can see, I'm just adding these little squares to that grid to get that really cute little gingham design. I'm going to cure that design, and moving on to the next nail, we're going to do some little strawberries, and I like to just do a line across and then a little V and then fill it in. It's really simple and they don't have to look completely perfect. Once I'm done with all of my little strawberries, I'm going to take a dotting tool and I'm going to go in and create some little white flowers. These are always really simple, 5 dots, pull everything to the center, and voila, you have a perfect little flower. Once I'm done with those, I'm going to go in and add some little dainty white dots as well, because you guys know me, I add these to everything. I'm going to cure that, and then I'm going to go in with my liner brush and some green polish, and I'm just going to create the little leaves on top of these strawberries. I'm going to finish off the strawberries by adding the teeniest, tiniest little white seeds to them, and then I added a yellow center to each of the flowers. Moving on to the other hand, I'm going to do blue instead of red, and then we're going to do a red gingham instead of blue. So I just sheared out a red, and then I did that same little grid design where I just do 3 vertical lines and then 4 horizontal lines across the nail. And then I took that tiny detailer brush and I just added the little darker red centers to each of those lines. I love how this red gingham turned out. It just reminds me of like summery picnics. It's so cute. I'm going to cure that design, and then moving on to the last nail, I'm going to do some blueberries. So I took some dark blue polish on a dotting tool and I just created those little dots. And then I didn't cure these. I just went in with a toothpick and some lighter blue polish, and I just added a little dot to the center of each to make them look like blueberries. Then I took my tiny little liner brush and I created the little green leaves, and then I did go in and add the little white flowers and dainty white dots to this nail as well, and these turned out so stinking cute. I don't know why I waited so long to do blueberries, because look at how adorable those are. I'm going to go ahead and cure that final nail, and then we're going to go in with the Cocoist Ultra Glossy Top Coat, and I'm going to apply a layer of this to each of the nails, cure for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to take some cuticle oil and just get rid of these crusty cuticles, and this is what the nails look like. These turned out so stinking cute, and I'm so happy that I did the blueberries on the other hand. They're just so adorable. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!